In the past, small towns were often seen as less appealing for workers due to the limited job opportunities available. Many professionals felt that big cities were the only places where they could build successful careers. However, this trend is beginning to shift. With the rise of remote work, people are no longer tied to the hustle and bustle of major metropolitan areas. Instead, they are choosing to relocate to quieter, more affordable places that offer a better overall quality of life. From lush mountain retreats to charming coastal towns with warm weather, smaller communities across the country are now attracting professionals who want to continue their careers without sacrificing work-life balance. So which small towns in the United States stand out as the best places to live and work remotely? First on the list is Winslow, Arizona, a town famously mentioned in the lyrics of "Take It Easy" by the Eagles. With a population of 8,355, this small town is considered one of the best Route 66 destinations for a nostalgic experience. On top of that, the cost of living here is about 10% lower than the national average. Plus, the median home value is reported to be around $177,700, making it far more affordable compared to the real estate market in many other cities across Arizona. Although Winslow is rarely hit by major storms, its climate characteristics do increase the risk of certain natural events, such as flash floods during monsoon season, as well as the potential for wildfires and dust storms in this semi-arid region. Shipshewana, known as the largest center of Amish culture in Indiana, is often recognized as one of the best small towns in the U.S. In fact, the town's violent crime rate is reported to be about 20% lower than the national average. Additionally, Shipshewana's cost of living index stands at approximately 85.3, which is 14.7% lower than the national average. However, the typical home price in Shipshewana is around $346,500, about 2.5% higher than the national median of $338,100. When it comes to property crime, such as theft and burglary, the rate is approximately 23% lower than the national average. Moreover, the risk of tornadoes tends to be lower than the national average, even though Indiana as a whole has a history of recorded tornadoes. With a population of 6,639, this town proudly carries the title of the oldest summer resort in America. Home prices in Wolfeboro tend to be higher than the New Hampshire state average, primarily due to the strong demand for real estate in this historic resort town with stunning scenic views. This is also reflected in the cost of living index, as resort towns in New Hampshire generally have competitive prices for goods and services. That being said, Wolfeboro boasts crime rates, both violent and property-related, that are significantly lower than the national average, making it a particularly safe and desirable place to live. For outdoor enthusiasts who enjoy activities such as skiing, rock climbing, and hiking, Bend is an excellent choice. However, this town is better suited for those with higher incomes, as property values here are quite expensive. In fact, the median home price in Bend is well above the state average, often reaching or exceeding $600,000. For those seeking higher education, Bend offers access to institutions like Central Oregon Community College and the Oregon State University Cascades campus, which provide a range of quality vocational and academic programs. However, living in Bend does come with some environmental risks. The area faces a heightened risk of wildfires during the dry season, while severe droughts and heavy snowstorms can occur in the winter months. Additionally, residents in need of advanced medical procedures often travel to larger medical centers in nearby cities, such as Portland or Eugene, for specialized care. Kennebunkport is a small coastal town widely known as a luxury vacation destination. It's no surprise that this town has been a longtime favorite retreat for the Bush family, specifically at Walker's Point, also known as the Bush Compound. However, living here comes with a hefty price tag, as property values in Kennebunkport are significantly higher than the state average in Maine. Currently, the town has a population of just about 3,659 residents. Schools in the area offer a low student-to-teacher ratio, allowing for a more personalized approach to education. However, for higher education or specialized programs, many students continue their studies in larger cities across Maine or attend private schools in the surrounding region. On the downside, residents face a considerable risk of flooding due to tropical storms, nor'easters, and the ongoing threat of rising sea levels. For those looking for a high-quality small-town lifestyle, it might be time to consider moving to Siloam Springs. Home to nearly 20,000 residents, this town still preserves a strong Cherokee cultural influence, which adds to its unique charm. The good news is that home prices in Siloam Springs remain relatively affordable, with median home values estimated to be between $180,000 and $200,000, considerably lower than those in many larger cities across Arkansas. Although Arkansas is part of Tornado Alley, Siloam Springs is located in the northwestern part of the state, where tornado activity tends to be less frequent compared to central Arkansas. However, for specialized healthcare services or advanced medical treatments, residents typically travel to larger medical centers in nearby cities such as Fort Smith or Fayetteville. Next on the list is Damascus, Virginia, a town famously nicknamed Trail Town, USA, due to its location along the Appalachian Trail, the Virginia Creeper Trail, and several other popular hiking routes. Interestingly, Damascus is home to only about 786 residents, making it a truly small-town destination. As expected for a town of this size, Damascus offers basic healthcare facilities, including clinics and primary care centers that can handle routine medical needs and minor emergencies. However, for more specialized treatments or advanced medical care, residents typically need to travel to larger nearby cities. The same applies to education. Because Damascus has such a small population, local schooling options are limited. On the bright side, with so few residents, crime rates in this town remain extremely low, making it a safe and peaceful place to live. Marietta holds the distinction of being the oldest city in Ohio, founded in 1788. Despite its long history, the city has done an excellent job of preserving its historic architecture. It is also home to Marietta College, a well-regarded liberal arts institution that has earned national recognition. One of Marietta's biggest advantages is its affordability. The cost of living here is about 14% lower than the national average and approximately 2% lower than the average for Ohio cities. Additionally, the median home price in Marietta is around $120,900, making it a highly competitive option compared to the real estate markets of larger metropolitan areas. However, the city has only a few hospitals and clinics that primarily provide basic health care and emergency services. Despite this, Marietta is considered a relatively safe place to live. With a population of about 13,400, the estimated overall crime rate is reported to be around 1.82%, which is quite low for a city of this size. Shelburne is home to not only its 7,972 residents, but also Shelburne Farms, a historic estate that remains an active working farm to this day. In addition, the town is well known for its high-quality cheese and maple syrup production. Thanks to its rich history and culinary offerings, Shelburne is often regarded as one of the best towns in Vermont for both historical and food tourism. As a resort town, Shelburne has a high cost of living, with home prices typically ranging between $400,000 and $500,000. However, this is balanced by its exceptionally low crime rates, both in terms of violent crime and property-related offenses, which fall well below the national average. While the town is not particularly vulnerable to tornadoes or major earthquakes, it does face the risk of severe snowstorms in the winter and occasional localized flooding due to heavy rainfall. For those who love the charm of European coastal towns, Traverse City, Michigan, could be the perfect choice. Not only is it famous for its white wine production, but it also holds the title of the cherry capital of the world. Compared to many other small towns, Traverse City is well equipped with healthcare facilities, offering multiple hospitals and clinics that provide primary care, emergency services, and specialized medical treatments. Additionally, the town has access to higher education institutions, including Northwestern Michigan College, along with a variety of vocational training programs. Traverse City experiences all 4 seasons, with cold, snowy winters and warm, pleasant summers. The winter months are particularly known for heavy snowfall and occasional blizzards, but the city's infrastructure is well prepared to handle these conditions, ensuring that daily life continues smoothly even during harsh weather. Around 2017, rural areas started attracting more people between the ages of 25 and 44, while major metropolitan areas began experiencing population declines. This shift was largely driven by the soaring cost of living in big cities, along with the fact that many millennials entering their 30s were starting families and looking for larger homes. On top of that, the ongoing labor shortage pushed employers to allow remote work, giving workers more flexibility in where they lived. As a result, those who relocated didn't just escape the chaos of city life, they also gained access to a more affordable cost of living and a more stable quality of life. At the same time, the rise of remote work led to population growth and increased demand for housing in many small towns across the U.S. This, in turn, helped boost local economies and sparked a revitalization of these communities.